Hi, this is Rhett with testingtheory.com, and today I want to walk you through a testing case study that we recently ran with a client where we tested on the confirmation page. Now, because most people do have a confirmation page, this is a great case study to look at because we learned something very important about human behavior and how they consume content. So again, this test was on the confirmation page. So after the visitor had completed the main success of the site, we had this very important question. We wanted to know how can we get them, even though they completed the success for a retail company, that might be your word confirmation page. For someone looking at lead generation, it might be the final sign up for them. This visitor has completed the main success for the site. And we had this question, what can we show them and how many options should we show them that will help them stay engaged with the site? We know that even though they've completed the main success, they're still part of the brand, they're still part of an experience that could potentially benefit them in the future. And so we didn't want them to complete it and then just leave. We want to provide something of value to help them continue to enjoy the experience. So again, the question was, what should we show them on the confirmation page and how much should we show them? You can see that the control experience has a lot of text and a video. Maybe these people want to play the video and then maybe they'll read the text and maybe they'll do something else on the site. That was the control experience. We thought, hey, let's simplify this. Let's make this more clean so they can choose the option that's best for them. So version 1 had 9 different options of things that they could choose that we thought might be relevant to them after they've already completed that main success. So you can see here, they get the confirmation and then we have this text that says what's next, and here's the 9 different options of things that they can choose from. Because part of our business question is wanting to know how much we should show them, and there's always that age-old question of when too much is too much and when less is more. And so this next version, version 2, we only have 3 different options to show them. We say what's next, and we say, hey, here are your 3 options. And then we get to the last version. This is the most drastically simplified version where we say what's next, and there's a simple CTA that allows them to click through to see what's next. There's no options, basically just the one button that allows them to click through. From a testing perspective, I love that this helps us identify the approximate amount of content we should have, and also gives us a read on what type of content is most valuable. The video and text versus a few different circle options versus just a plain and simple CTA. So what happened? Here are the test results. You can see from these test results that the best experience was the one that offered them just a single CTA to click through. Some of this might seem a little counterintuitive, but we've seen this before where fewer options is actually better. There's a sweet spot of how much content you should show people. In this case, the single CTA was the best amount of content. It made the decision really easy. They just went through the exhausting process mentally of confirming on their experience and getting where we want them to be. And now they have the simple action of just clicking instead of trying to read or watch or make a decision. One thing I want to call out though is there are a few caveats to this test result. It's not so cut and dry and clear as we think it might be on first glance. Instead of saying, wow, the best option is a CTA, boom, we know that there should be just one option. There's some other questions that we had after this. For example, we know that a single CTA is better than the 3-option version, but what about a 2-option version? We didn't try a 2-option version. Maybe 2 is actually better than 1. We just didn't try that, so we don't know. We also don't know what the best option is. Suppose that indeed having one option is the best option, we might ask ourselves, what should that one option be? Should it be a video? Should it be a call to action? Should it be text? Should it be something else? Should the one thing be something different than the simple call to action button? The other question that we are left wondering is this the best option because it's the thing that's most relevant to them, the thing that they just confirmed and we're saying what's next and here's exactly what's next. Is it the best option because that's the most relevant thing and it's the content that matters most, and not necessarily because there's one button or one thing, but the one thing we did chose is most relevant. And then we might ask ourselves, are there other things that would be even more relevant than that one piece of content that people were clicking through? So this was kind of a fun test result because it left us learning a few things, but also left us with more questions. We learned that fewer options was better than more options. We learned that having a simple click-through was better than having multiple choices. But we also were left wondering how to optimize this experience even more because there are things that we didn't try that we can try in follow-up tests to improve the experience. Your site and your content and your audience will determine if you need more or less, if you should create more options for them or less options for them. So now I want to hear from you. What kinds of things do you put on your confirmation page? What have you found that's successful on a confirmation page after the visitor has already completed what they were there to do? Most sites do have a confirmation page, so I know all of you can put something in the comments. Let us know what you found through your testing, or just let us know what is on your page in general. Thanks Thanks for joining me today. Please give me that thumbs up if you liked the video so I know that you liked it. You can also visit me at testingtheory.com where you can learn more about testing strategies, where you can sign up for a free consultation with me. And remember, testing theory is where people go to do better testing and get more conversions.